For the first time, this survey takes into account the experiences of older people and has found that many stay sexually active well into later life. Our health correspondent Thomas Moore reports on this, and then I'm going to be joined in the studio by a woman who knows quite a lot about these things after this. Well, we thought we'd get somebody with some experience in these matters to talk about them. That obviously, because Jackie, Charlotte and I would be ruled out on such things. Sexually naive, we would be.
Right.
Basically. Yeah, well, two out of three ain't bad. And here's Rebecca Dakin. Rebecca is an author, she's a dating expert, and she is a former escort. What do you make of what you're hearing here, Rebecca?
I think it's interesting that they're saying that more people are having sex later on in life, up into the 70s. I noticed it was saying on the report that it's only this time that they've actually done that survey for people a bit older, so maybe they were still having sex before, it's just...
So that could be uncharted territory, the fact that we're exploring what older people do and how long they do it for. What are you laughing at?
Well, I just wonder how honest people are in these surveys.
Absolutely.
You know, when they ask the question, you're like, yeah, I'll tick that box. Yeah, that, you know.
That will make me look better if I say I do. Yeah.
Do you think people like to be seen as being more adventurous as perhaps they are?
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, I'm not sure with the older people. I think, you know, obviously for them it's great if they feel retired. You've got more time. I think, you know, couples get into a bit of a rut when they've got young children in their 40s and 50s, and sometimes then when they're, you know, when they're retired or semi-retired, they've got more time. They're less stressed. The kids are away from home. They've got more opportunities. So yeah, I imagine they could have some pretty good sex.
Drawing upon your experiences in life and things that you've done over the years, is everybody of the opinion that everybody else is more active, proactive in these areas than they are? Does everyone else think everyone else is better off on this front than they are?
Phrasing it so delicately.
Bearing in mind there may be children who have not gone on the school run yet. I'm just bearing that in mind.
Yeah, no, I think women talk about it.
They definitely
probably
do.
more on it. They're probably more honest.
I know all of my friends what they're up to.
Yeah, they're probably more honest.
Everything they're up to.
Would you say? And then when men talk about it, they're sort of as a bit more bravado.
Men wouldn't talk about it. I just think it's very obvious why this would happen. People look younger for longer. They're fitter. They're much fitter than they were, perhaps, you know, when my parents were getting to that age. And I just think it's a physical activity. It's fairly obvious that, you know, if you're fit enough, then why not?
Keeps you fit and keeps you young.
Interesting, though, as well, this research shows, and all the newspapers have gone on it and they've taken different aspects of it to highlight. Today, the I newspaper says 1 woman in 6 has had a lesbian experience, and they say that women seem to be more open to declaring something like this, or they actually do it more than men.
I think it's just becoming more socially acceptable to talk about it now. I would say that I'm not sure that there's more women experimenting with women now. I just think it's more I think it's more in sex is more in the news now. You've got magazines like Cosmopolitan that like how to have your best orgasm, and it's all very more in your face, I think, generally.
We're sort of saying, you know, with the celebrity influence, people like Madonna and Britney, and sharing a same-sex kiss, and how that's sort of widened people's horizons from that point of view. Yeah,
almost making it cool to and then there's the Katy Perry song, wasn't there? I Kissed a Girl, and yeah.
Well, except I suppose the research is also saying that the economic downturn and it's interesting, the whole question on new technology as well. People are saying that people turn to their technology rather than getting physical, but yet also people would accuse internet and whatever of perpetrating or all this sort of thing.
I think porn is a big problem. Yeah, I think.
Meaning what? It doesn't encourage people to take part in a physical relationship. It deflects them from it.
I think there's a lot of men that have got a big problem with it that don't really admit it. That they're not actually having real sex with real women anymore. It's got to a level where they're just getting the enjoyment from the visuals. Which is
all very interesting, Rebecca. I would have loved to have found out more of your thoughts and thinking from your website, but it's blocked on my Sky computer this morning. So I'm not exactly sure why it's blocked, but it's deemed here at Sky HQ not to be suitable for me to be looking at during working hours.
It does have the word sex in it, so maybe that's it.
Too racy.
A bit too racy. Rebecca Dakin, thank you very much indeed.